Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel here, Denny's Auto. Got a truck in the shop today I'm painting. It is actually my truck. I've had the truck for about 10 years. I bought it was only a couple years old. And I repainted it about 5 years ago. And I'm getting ready to repaint it again. And the only reason I'm repainting it again is because it ain't body work, but it's got a lot of nicks, dents, scratches in it from me hauling stone with it all the time, towing vehicles with it, towing campers with it, hauling firewood for camp, and just, it had a lot of nicks and scratches and stuff in it, which, all that stuff, all the body work I did with just finishing putty. Didn't need no major body work at all. So like I said, I did it about 5 years ago. And the tailgate I just bought last year, brand new for it. Put a brand new tailgate on it and painted it. So I'm not painting it. And I'm not painting the roof. Because the roof's good. Because I don't never throw nothing up there so it didn't get scratched. It ain't dented. So I'm not doing the roof. I'm just going to paint it and then blend it at the top of the pillars. Which is what I did the last time. But I'll show you the truck anyways. But it's sanded, ready to go. Now, it looks like it does because I dry sanded it. I do not wet sand. I absolutely hate wet sanding. I have the air tools, I have the equipment, so I do everything with a DA or a board sander. And I dry sanded it with 500 grit. Now, of course, you're going to have your YouTube paint experts and warriors saying that guys that painted a handful of cars in their life, if any at all, is going to say you can't do that. Well, I've been painting vehicles for 30 years, and I've probably painted well over 100 vehicles in my life. I know I have. I got a bunch on my Facebook channel, a bunch on my YouTube channel, and I have pictures and pictures, and I'm telling you, you can do it. If you know what you're doing, you can do it. For instance, my black K car that I just did and I took video of, I dry sanded that with 320. If it wasn't pouring down rain, I'd take this out there and show you a close-up video of it and show you that you can dry sand it with 500, even 320. Now this color of this is like a charcoal. Okay? I'm not going to dry sand this with 320. Because more than likely, it will show sand scratches. First time I did it, I dry sanded it with 500. Couldn't see a sand scratch. And that's what I'm going with again. Now, I'm not going to repaint the whole truck. I'm just repainting where all the black primer spots are, where there's dents, things. And I'm just going to paint them spots. Blend the paint in, which you can do if you know how. And then I'm going to re-clear the whole truck. Except for the roof and the tailgate. Because like I said, the roof's good and the tailgate's new. I'm just going to paint the truck. I can actually blend clear without blender. A lot of people need blender. I don't. I can actually blend clear without using blender. Like I said, I've been doing this a long time. I've painted a lot of vehicles. And I wanted to go with acrylic enamel, but acrylic enamel just wouldn't hold up to the punishment this truck takes. Throwing wood in the bed, hauling gravel, and then you shovel it out over the sides, it falls on it, and acrylic enamel scratches real easy, even when it's fully hardened. So, that's why I'm doing it in base. But I'll show you here the spots that are primered black, down there, up here. These are the only spots that I'm going to paint. Well, and then there's a couple where I sanded through to the paint, right here. I'm going to touch them up, just a quick coating, dust coating, and then I'm going to re-clear the whole truck. When I'm done, I'll show you a video of it. You'll never see none of the spots that I've touched up. And if you know what you're doing, it can be done. And I've done it many and many and many a times. And as you can see, the truck's straight. There's no rod on it. I don't really drive it a whole lot. I drive my car. Because I'm constantly running, working for vehicles in the shop here. So This truck don't get ran that much. I used to drive it all the time, but I really don't no more. And I have these primer spots here. One back here, there was a dent there where I went to throw a piece of wood in the truck and I missed and hit the back bedside. So that, and then along the back here, and right up there at that line, right there where you see the sanding stop, is where I'm going to stop clear. And then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to mask this off and stop here and here. So this will all be cleared, but none of that in the back will. And then when I do the front, I'm going to clear up here, but as you can see, the roof is separate from the doors. So I'm going to clear this, and then I'm just going to paint where there's black primer, like on the bumpers, and then the rest of it, like I said, once it's touched up with paint, I'm going to clear it. And I would repaint the whole truck except for the paint for this, even the cheap stuff, is $180 a quart. And it's the quad cab with the 8-foot bed. And the last time I painted it, I used 3 quarts of base. And the last coat I had to do thinly because I was running out. And I'm not spending $600 in paint. It's old. It's got a lot of miles on it. I'm not doing it. This is mainly just a truck that I use to haul and tow with. That's it. So, now I will be re-clearing the whole thing. I will be, which I'll show you all that when I paint it, what I'm using and all that. But, and it's a good deal. I get it on Amazon. Actually, I'll show you right now. This is, I buy it from Amazon. Because nobody around can match it. And I've used this stuff on many of vehicles. I've been buying this stuff for years, and it is awesome, awesome stuff. It is called U-Pull. It's a System 20. It's 4-to-1. UP2882. And you get it in the kit off of Amazon with the hardener. Fast hardener. Unfortunately, you can't get it in medium or slow hardener. Only in fast. Which the last vehicle I did was a white GMC Canyon? No. Chevy Colorado. And I painted it with this stuff. And within 3 hours it was hard. I was able to unmask it. I mean, it dries fast. So you got to work fast. You got to spray it fast. But the upside is, in a couple hours, it's hard. You could start putting it back together. It's done. But I get the gallon of clear and the quart of hardener for $86 off of Amazon. For a gallon of clear, you can't beat it, and it's good clear. I did a video here not too long ago of a yellow Rumblebee I did the bed on. And this is what I used. U-Pull. I did the bed with it. Now, my K-Car I did in acrylic enamel. Because that's what I had. I had it left, I had it extra, so I used it. But this stuff here is great clear. I used to buy it years and years ago, back in the late 90s. It was different then, but it was still U-Pull, but it was a different system. And it really wasn't that good because after you would spray it, after roughly a year, the clear would turn like a yellow tint to it. And it sucked. But this stuff here, they've upped their game, and it's great stuff. Like I said, I get the gallon of clear and a quart of hardener for $86. And actually, I think I still have, I have another part of a gallon right here. And here is actually the reducer. Yeah. So, you get the kit. Well, the reducer is actually for the paint, because I bought a gallon of paint too. So that's for paint. But this reducer, for a gallon of it's only like 14 bucks. And it's good. It's good urethane reducer. It's great stuff. I mean, you just can't beat it for the price. A gallon of clear, the cheapest gallon of clear I could find at any of the auto stores around here. And there's like 6 of them. And they all sell different kinds. One sells PPG, one sells DuPont, the other sells, crap, I can't even remember, the cheap line of DuPont. I can't even remember it. Darn it, Nason. And the PPG, the cheap line of that, and then there's one that sells Sherwin-Williams. And the cheapest I could find, a gallon of clear, just the clear, was $180. That does not count the hardener. This stuff, you get the gallon clear, and you get the hardener, both for 88 bucks off of Amazon. Can't beat it. So that's what I use. I tried it once. I actually painted a mini bike for a guy, and I thought, well, I'm going to try it and see. And I tell you what, it was great, awesome. I've been using it ever since. I've been using this probably about 10 years now, and it's great stuff. But anyways, going on a tangent here and getting off track. But anyways, and there's my passenger, good old Mr. Trump, still riding along. But that's about the gist of it. I still got a lot of work to do. I got to wash it. I got to mask it. I got to take stuff off it. The running boards are coming off because they're easy. They're only 2 bolts and they come right off rather than trying to mask them. I'm just going to take them off. The mirrors inside the door, pop a panel off, just pops off, and then you have 3 bolts and they come right off and then plug. So I'm taking the mirrors off. I got to take the wipers off yet. The grill's coming out. I already got the headlights and tail lights out. So, and then I'm going to take plastic sheeting and plastic off the roof from, it's going to go up and tuck underneath the hood on the motor and then come up over the roof. And then I'm going to have it come up over, and then it's going to come down, and then I'm going to bring it along here and tape it on the inside here. The hole is on the inside. So the whole inside of the bed will be covered, the roof and the hood, and then I'm just going to paint the spots and then clear the whole thing. Like I said, once it's done, I'll post a video of that, show you what it looks like, probably Tuesday or Wednesday, because tomorrow I got a car I got to bring in. I got to do wet sand and buff it. I got to buff it with 3 different, man, I can't think today. I'm losing my mind. Compounds. I got to go with a rough cut, and then I'm going to go with a medium cut, and then a swirl remover polish. So, and that's going to be probably a 5 to 6 hour job. And then I got to go pick up a motor for that Jeep that's across the street, so I could get that in and get that thing running. And then, which will probably lead me to Tuesday morning. Then Tuesday morning, because I'm on vacation this week, I'm going to pull this back in, finish masking it, shoot it, and then Wednesday, put it all back together and get it out of here. So, once I'm done, I'll give you some video, do an update, and show you what it looks like. Let me shut my radio off here because I had to pause it because you know how YouTube is with their copyright stuff. So, didn't want to make a video and have music playing in the background. But anyways, guys, that's it. I gotta go. Just wanted to do a quick video, show you. I'd show you the work of sanding and all that, but honestly, I do not have a case for my camera to put it in to protect it from the dust and the paint. So I do not show me painting. I do not show me doing the body work, because my wife bought me that camera for Christmas and it was like $500. And which right now I'm on my cell phone, but I'll be using it the final at the end when I paint it, and I'll show you, because it shows a lot more, a lot better than what this phone does. And I'm not going to take a chance on ruining it, so until I get a case that I could put it in the video, I'm not going to do it. Not only that, it takes too much time. I just don't have that kind of time. So, but I will show you the finished product once it's done. As soon as I'm done spraying it, I won't even unmask it or nothing. I'll show you what it looks like, and you will not see no sand scratches in it. And it's sanded with 500 grit dry sand and DA pad, which is right here. It's 500 grit. And like I said, I did my K-car with 320. There's no scratches in it, but this shows up scratches a lot more. And with it being base coat, clear coat, it don't fill in scratches like acrylic enamel does. So you got to know what you can get away with and what you can't. Acrylic enamel will fill in scratches better than base coat, clear coat will. So, but anyways, I'll show you the video of that when I'm done. Till then, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.